the other big story we are following tonight, more concern as to how a person questioned in a homicide investigation got hired and spent days on the job at the Baltimore City Police Department.
WJZ investigator Mike Helgren stays on this case. He's live at City Hall right now with new information for us this evening. Mike.
Vic, Denise, the mayor quickly ordered an investigation into how this employee slipped through the cracks. The commissioner provided few new details today, but promised to get to the bottom of it. This has become an embarrassing scandal for his department.
What I don't want to do is compromise any investigations, and I don't want to compromise this individual.
Baltimore Police Commissioner Michael Harrison has yet to detail the breakdown in his department's hiring practices that allowed Dana Hayes Jr., who was listed on the city's gun registry and who the commissioner has confirmed as a person of interest in a homicide, to briefly become the chief of fiscal services, a job he held for 8 days before being fired Tuesday when his background came to light.
Look, what happened. It was brought to our attention. It was missed because of technology, and of course there's a human element to work with technology. Come on.
The mayor told WJZ he has ordered a comprehensive review of BPD's civilian hiring practices and recommendations to improve their policies and procedures. He called it a systems failure.
We welcome that. We invite that to make sure we can look at not just the technology but the human part of it, and they'll make recommendations, and we will make whatever corrections necessary to include holding persons accountable.
Civilian hiring practices are under a microscope as the department is hundreds of officers short and pushing one of the nation's first ever programs to hire civilians to investigate low-level crimes to take stress off sworn officers.
To free up our police officers, our sworn officers, to be focused on violence and not continuously focused in paperwork.
WJZ has tried repeatedly to reach Hayes, but we were unable to get in touch with him. His past weapons charges reportedly involve a gun stolen from Pennsylvania, but a representative for the state's attorney tells us they were expunged, are no longer publicly available, and illegal to share. The commissioner has not said why that would disqualify Hayes or provided details about the homicide in which Hayes is a person of interest.
What we did when we found out about this was took swift, decisive action. I terminated the employee right away.
And the commissioner has yet to provide a timetable on when that investigation into hiring practices will be complete. He hopes to hire more than 30 civilian investigators. We know the BPD has been under fire in the past for abuses of power. They're currently under a consent decree with the federal government. Ava Joy Burnett is live at the federal courthouse. She has a progress report on the work the police department is now doing. Ava Joy.